Hello and welcome to some Factorio. My name is Trismegistus, and we're playing through the Krastorio 2 overhaul mod. Bit late starting, so apologies to anyone who was waiting. Um, yeah, I was listening to their qualifying, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and they started a bit late because there was an incident apparently this morning, and then there was also a red flag, which slowed it down even further. So ended up starting half an hour late, but we'll still go for 3 hours. We'll do 3 hours. Though I might have to stop if my bladder interferes. So I did a little bit. Basically, we're at the sort of roughly at the end game, I think. We've not got too many technologies left. We will start one off because I want to get these, you know, singularity beacons and this planetary teleporter. I don't quite understand what that's all about. Matter cubes. So yeah, there's not many like proper technologies left. They're getting quite expensive, so I don't know how many we'll actually do during this session. You see, that's 3,000. But yeah, we'll queue some of these up. Just going to do them in reverse order. There's antimatter as well, which I think we're going to need. I mean, you see, that's 2,000 technologies. So yeah, we're going to need a lot of power, is my understanding, to do the end game bit. But for the time being, what we really need to focus on is resources. We've started doing that in last stream. I mean, it was all last stream, I think, last Saturday, where we started beefing them up. And I'm now happy we've got plenty of iron and plenty of copper coming in. I've not actually transitioned to electric furnaces, which I don't know if that's a good thing secretly, if I've got a lot of power demand. But if we're going to start ramping up production as well, because what I ultimately want to do is replace this essentially with a dedicated belt build. Whether we'll quite get to do that, I don't know. But we've unlocked all the belts, all the levels of belt now. So I'd quite like to build something that actually produces them at a reasonable, all of them at a reasonable sort of rate, so that we can upgrade it all. And as I say, whether I transition to electric, I don't know. It's not going to be a massive power demand, and it would sort of free up coal if we need that for plastic and things like that. But we can actually, I mean, we're actually still running on this 1.7 million coal here. I mean, there's a patch there I never even tapped. Um, oh, weird black bit of terrain. But we need to add everything in basically. So I say we've got lots of iron and copper trains now, as you can see here, and I'm happy with that. What we don't have are what? So we kind of have already boosted up the mineral water. Not too fussed about increasing that. Rare metals, I don't think is like a massive demand item. We could, you know, upgrade everything for this. Is what I'm thinking. So that it'll produce it at much greater volume or greater speed and add in a train sort of thing. But we could tap. I mean, because I've tapped these resources up here. I've discovered there is a pretty meaty rare metals patch up there, so we could tap that. Difficulty is we need chlorine to mine that, and the sort of easiest way of making chlorine is with stone. And I can't see any. I couldn't see any stone patches around here, so not quite sure how we would do that. But there are a couple of really. I mean, there you see there's 24 million iron patch, which is nice. But what I was thinking first off is we go and tap this coal, which is why I already put the belt in. I've also connected these because it seems where I'm sort of expanding north mostly, but also there you go. So there's a rare metals patch there. It's not massive, but there's one down there again, not massive. But I'd quite like to tap one that's like close to stone. We've got one there, but again, I mean there could be stone in here, couldn't there? But yeah, sort of not sure. I've got a rare metals patch with a stone patch, close by. In fact, I'm not sure where there is another stone, because stone is another one we do need to tap. I mean, we've got that one there, but you see it's only got 851 left. So I don't know. That's mineral water. Oh, there's iron there. Oh, we've got stone there, but that's not great. But yeah, I put this connection thing in, basically. That's kind of the main thing I really did. Again, rare metals there, 16 million, but no, no stone nearby. I mean, we could investigate if there is anything in there. So we've got stone there. Again, miles away from the rare metals. We could obviously set up a sort of a, stone there. We could set up a local train system and drop the stone off, maybe, or even just turn it into chlorine up here. What I'm thinking is, if we pop in this coal, then it'll sort of reveal out this area. So, in order to do that, have I got the appropriate stuff? I've got lots of... In fact, I was starting to use Spider, wasn't I? Where are you? Come over here, please, Spidertron. Over there. Okay. So I'll go up on Spidertron. But I've got loads of miners. I think I put a load into Spider... Oh, not a load. Some into Spidertron as well. I might just clear some of this out. Got some miners. Got some belt. Got some rail. What about carrot? Yeah, got some trains. Fuel for the trains. Yeah, so it looks like I did stock us up. So we'll hop on Spidertron and just sort of, use it as a taxi, basically. I did just want to... Oh, yeah, I put rail and stuff in here. Cool. Cool. Okay, so where do we want to go? If we go... Where are we? We're there, okay. So we go that way. Because that's a stone there. Anyway, we'll go that way. All the way up here. Over to there. Because we're going to have to get... We're actually getting to a point where, even though... Excuse me, I've had a tickly throat all day. Hope it's not a damn cold coming in. Even though these cheaty robots don't trigger... Where are they? These guys, the companion robots that we're following along. Even though they don't trigger, defensive attacks, evolution is such... I'll pop it up, but I don't think you'll be able to see this. In fact... Oh, no. That's a different thing. Evolution... Yeah, evolution factor is at 0.928. Well, 0.9288, so effectively 0.2... Well, effectively 0.93. Mostly due to pollution. I've not done anything to, hold back pollution. As you can see, there is quite a cloud. There is a mechanism in this for cleaning up pollution. But I've just not used it because, I've not actually cared about pollution affecting the biters. But that means they are, really highly evolved. Can I get a bit of... so here we've got loads and loads of big spitters, and as soon as we start killing them off... Well, there you go, we've got Behemoth Snapper. And they are absolute monsters. They're like... Well, health is 6,000. A regular big biter has a health of 500. Have I got any Behemoth biters? Oh, that's a Snapper again. There you go, Behemoth Biter only has a health of 3,500. And that's obviously, it's like 2,500, isn't it? So he is like 6,000. He's almost twice as tanky as a Behemoth Biter. Which just means that it takes ages for them to kill them, basically. So even though I got 2 of them, it might be worth building a couple of others just to use to clear them out. I mean, alternatively, I could start actually doing military stuff. And we could set up a little defensive thing. Because they won't trigger until you, turn on the defenses. That's how passive works. Until you actually attack them, they won't turn on. So we could set up some sort of thing where it's, a load of... Because I'd quite like to see what these railgun turrets and stuff are all about. The rocket turrets and things like that. just to see what they are, almost. And we could set them up and not give them ammo, until we turn it all on. Or I'm guessing the railgun must be run from power. I don't know if you've got provide it with ammo. Oh, railgun shell. Yes, so clearly you do. Explosive railgun shell. Or even that, I could start nuking them. I could just nuke them, couldn't I? Nuclear turret rocket. But I'd quite like to see what they're all about, and say I've not used any laser artillery or anything like that. So yeah, we might have to start doing that simply like for practicality purposes. Because say, if I switch these guys on, we'll be okay here. But you see, we're also getting, behemoth worms, and they've got a health of 5,000, and the that's quite loud, isn't it? I'll turn that down. I don't know if that's... Yeah, that's probably a bit better. But they've got a health of like 5,000, so they take... And they actually recover quite quickly, behemoth ones. In fact, everything behemoth does. But you see, as soon as it kills things, it will start spawning new ones. And the things it's much... At the evolution level we're at, it's way more likely to spawn behemoths. So effectively, we're clearing out, mediums and bigs, and replacing them with behemoths, which then take ages to kill. But yeah, so we'll just crack on basically and work around the biters for now. So I want that one. Oh, we've already done a technology. I honestly thought we're getting to a stage where it might sort of take all stream to do the technology, but it's only been 10 minutes. I suppose there's so much sort of like science, tech packs queued up on the, on the bus system that it probably... even though it's not making them that quickly, it's sort of... just so I mean, they've not really cleared out very much because they're taking ages to kill off like the behemoth worms and stuff. And it just slows everything down because I got to wait for them to kill this guy, for example, and they're busy down here. I mean, this one's not a bad one because they're mostly just big worms, big biters and stuff. But anyway, I need to hop out and clear out the creep. Nah. Not feeling too bad today. The last few Saturday streams, I've been really, really, really tired for some reason. Well, I know why, because I've been so busy doing stuff. But if I go this way, I think it will encourage them to come towards me. Because I don't need them to clear this out. It's just this here that... But they get sort of... I don't know how it does the targeting. I don't know if it's nearest thing. If I turn it off, actually, and then turn it back on, yeah, that'll bring them this way. What the heck was there, I wonder? Oh, was I gonna... Because I did figure out... It's... Oh, I figured out which one it was. I think it's environment sounds? Or game effects. I can't remember which one it was that was... Let's just do both of them. I mean, that's plenty quiet. That's plenty quiet now, I think. But see, it just takes ages for them to kill the things off. So maybe I could get a couple extra because they're not actually that expensive. That's another reason they're a bit cheaty. They're not expensive enough. Just I mean that's all low level like gear, and the reactors and stuff. They're well, like a companion rowboat port is like 20 plates and 20 sticks. It's nothing, and they don't need shields or you know, any of that stuff. So you see, they are very. I haven't got fish on me, so I can't make them. But I think I might do a couple extra next time we need to clear out. Do I need them to clear that? I think I do, don't I? But I could get that bit laid in. I can work out where that is. Is that one? Something like that, isn't it? Let's turn that off then. Yeah, it'd be good if the thing had something telling you what each of the sounds was, but it doesn't for some reason. Because they're not. There's nothing been added for this. It's just it's there's no super secret bonus sound thing just for Krastorio. It's just the default menu items. It's not that clear what they mean when they say things like, that's the wrong one, isn't it? No, other way around. That one. Well, I've done that. Do I need it to be... Oh, let's just do it as a corner like that. That's fine. Go up one, maybe? That can put us about right. And then we'll put a station here. Is it going to fit? No, of course it doesn't fit. Right. Everybody redo what you've just done. Do that one. Put that on. Where's my junction? There's my junction. That there. One straight bit. Railway. Not railway, junction. Station, rather. Okie dokie. Then we want a 4-loader. Put that there. In fact, we just did another science, didn't we? Okay. Right. Get that there. Then we can kind of upgrade the... Oh, I'll do that in a minute. How many lanes have I actually got here? I might just get them to clear out. Oh, I don't need to do it that way, do I? Get you to clear out the trees. So just got a bit of working room. Right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 theoretical lanes of belt. But what we could do then is reverse this one. There's a corpse in the way. Somebody's left a corpse in the way. That's not very convenient. So that's that there. So that makes that one into one lane. I think probably these middle two will be okay on their own because there's quite a lot of stuff there. That's a bit too quiet, I think. So maybe if I pump these up. I'm wondering if it was the simulations actually and I've already effectively done it. That's a bit better. Yeah, so these middle ones will leave as they are. Oh! There's a random biter there. So that would be that one. And that one. And that one. So that's 4 lanes. But what I think we'll actually do, if we take a these two, reverse these two round. Get rid of that bit there. Like that. And then I divide them across the other three. So if we have both of these, so if I get a 2 to 3 balancer, have I got balancers in this? I have. So if I get a 2 to 3 balancer, 2 to 3 long, 2 to 3 wide. Didn't know there were two. Where did that go? So if we put it here somewhere, is it these three? Yeah, it's these three, isn't it? So put it there. I have to work around the biters. And that one. Okay. And then put these two like this. Oops. Like that. Let's pick up some of these spare power poles. Of course, we've got to make that weird correction because it messes them up for some reason. No. Just trying to make absolutely sure. I know there's one connection at least each. Okay. So for these, I mean, I think I'll leave that as yellow belt. And if I just upgrade sort of from here. And then sort of, I guess, upgrade that one. Cool. So if we bring all of these together. I'm kind of anticipating this is unlike the copper and the iron. I mean, say we haven't actually eaten through that existing copper, coal patch, so you know this is like a super bonus to it. So I'm anticipating we'll just do the one. We're not going to set up, you know, a million iron and copper like we did last time. If I just take a copy of that. I'm going to go around the train. I think that. Oh, of course, that's got some whatchamacallits on it as well. Other way around. No, missed entirely. Oh, wait, let me reverse that, will it? Nuts. Oh, right, okay. We did all of them. Well, I guess we'll just crack on then. I mean, we need this antimatter reactor. I actually just wondered because that's quite cheap. Oh no, it's 5,000. Not cheap. Not cheap either. Yeah, we'll just do these then. I mean, I'll probably then do these two, and we'll see if we can get to that. We might finish all of the researches in this stream then. Although I say, I think we've probably just been chewing through what's been sat on the belts, rather than really, you know, really doing that amount of production. But if we're... Oops, I've done it again. I've put the belts on backwards. But if we're really... If we get them all done, I think I can kind of turn science off. And that'll actually free up a load of resources as well. And we could actually turn it off. And that saves all the power it's using as well. I'm kind of surprised it's not a bigger job. Maybe I'm just... Because I'm sort of expecting it to be like... Not that I've played them, but, you know, the Angels and Mods type things where everything is like gigantic, you know, production requirements or hugely complicated recipes or whatever it is. I mean, this is the sort of meant to be the more gentle of the overhaul mods. Right, let's get them to finish off all that upgrading of the belts. Are we all good? Are you all happy? What we got here? What's this telling us? Oh, of course, the radar. I still haven't upgraded that on the blueprint. Where is it? There it is. Oh. Okay. So there's a coal coming in. Super duper. We might set up 2 trains just because the huge volume these trains have, of stuff in them. Don't think it'd be bad to have a couple of trains, but we'll just do 2. Not the 4 that I had on the other side of life. So I think we'll be okay. I don't think there's going to be any accidental biter hits because they are, relatively close. But they're like inactive until you get close to them. Like these guys, because these guys have sort of stopped now that I'm all over here. He might be a problem. I don't know why he's running around. Hopefully he'll go inactive when he gets close by to a nest. It might be that he was from this nest, and so that's why he's active. But yeah, often they just sort of stand there, basically. It's not, they don't really do anything until you're there to interact with them. But yeah, so I don't think we'll have any accidental hits. This might be the one that we do. We could always come up and sort it out. It's not like we're, not producing trains or whatever. But what I need this to do... Oh, I need to name the station, sorry. This needs to be... Coal load 2. I've already got a coal load 2. Where is that then? Because that's unload. Oh, of course, I've got one on the other side. Which I never ended up using, did I? Oh, no, I am using it for plastic. Okay. Oh, right, so this is probably a bit redundant then, isn't it? I could have... Although, I guess we could send one train to that station. Where's that eating from? I mean, that's got 2.3 million as well. I completely forgot about that. It's like I had this stone one, because I thought we might make chlorine here, and then just sort of never did, really. Huh, okay. What was I going to do? So, I mean, we need at least one going here. So maybe I do 3. I put 1. I haven't got 3. But I can send one down here. Just as a sort of bolster that. Because this is a really big patch of coal. Yeah, let's do that then. So, I need to name this station, don't I? So this should be... Am I going to differentiate the name? Where does it put coal? Coal... I guess I called it 2 in anticipation of there being a 1. But I never actually did the 1. I guess. Not sure about that. So we will send you from load 1. So if we send you to unload, is that one? It is. So maybe we call that unload 1. Yeah. So we want this to be full and empty. But we might as well send you... In fact, let's just make sure I'm not stood on the rail track. So we'll send you home. And then we'll get the other train. And we will send it to the plastic coal. So I don't think there's any harm in this feeding both of those. Because there is plenty of fuel. So it needs to go from load 1 to unload 2. And it needs to be full, it needs to be empty. So I guess if we send it back. So now we should have 2 trains going to here. Missed. Yep. And we should have 1 train going to there, which hasn't quite arrived yet. I'll just wait for it to arrive and put it on manual. Because I need to set this station up. It's not actually going to... Although I suppose it'll just sit there, won't it? Because it can't unload. Because there is nowhere for it to unload. So yeah, we need to fiddle about with this. But we can pop down there and just, you know, copy the instruction. Where has Spider gone? There it is. So I think that's okay. And it'll also, this will clear out, this will reveal the map in a bit of a bigger area. Yeah. So maybe we'll be able to see, you know, is that our closest stone rare metals combo. I say, not that I'm thinking of really bolstering that up, because this has lasted, you know, for absolutely ages. I suppose there's maybe a bit of an issue with the stone. Anyway, we will pop down, pop back home. Can I just click on that? No, I can't. So if we go there, and then we go this way to here. I suppose what they've done with Krastorio 2 is because I'm not finding it necessary to go like massive, but I'm guessing they've done it so that if you wanted to go for a really, really big mega base, you know, you could do, and that would be, they've sort of facilitated that, even though that's probably not really required. Because like we're already 40% of the way through the antimatter. That is bonkers loud again though, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, we could start making some of the other machines. I did want to make some of those and see what they were all about at the very least. But yeah, we'll set this other train up. I will, you know, set it all up in the station as well. And then we do need to find some stone. Because we've got basically this... That must have like 4 bits of stone left in it. That looks complete to me. Oh no, there we go. Must literally have been taking the last bits out. We've got this one stone here. It was never a big patch, you know, but we could do with a second one. I think, particularly if we do end up with a situation where I want to tap a rare metal like that one, then we probably need somewhere with another source of stone to take there. Where do I go though? What's a good stone to grab? And that's 5 million, which is that's only 3.9, 4.7. I should mark some of these patches so I don't, particularly with alien biomes. It's a little difficult to see them. So that's 10 million. That's the whole distance effect thing. Bit surprised there's very, very little of anything in here. Yeah, it's not really that many good stone patches, really. I mean, we could pop over here and, you know, it's obviously got a power line, so we could stick a couple of radars in. And they'll clear that out, and we'll see if there's something there. There's got to be something useful in here. I say, sorry, I'm a scratchy throat for some reason. Okay, well, we're back. We have returned. Let's let the bots bring us all the stuff. Make sure we're in Roboport range. And we'll tidy this patch up in the meantime. So we don't need any of that bit. That's all goners. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. They're all dead. That's dead, that's dead. So get rid of that bit about, that bit about. Clear up all those power poles. Oh, I've disconnected something. But it's the one power line that was connecting them. And then we'll upgrade these guys, I think. Cool. And then I guess upgrade, say, half of this. So, I need to work out. Are you bringing me anything? Some belt. I'm not fussed about that for the time being. Need to work out what I've done to break the power line connections. I guess that must be in the robo network as an upgrade. Must be. Okay, so that's feeding in there. So unfortunately, this is where we want the train to be. Okay, let's chop all this off and kind of rethink it all together. So, if I get one of... In fact, we'll put you on manual so you don't disappear. Because I know you. You're a door runner. That's load, isn't it? Have I got unload? Load. Unload. There we go. Did I not? Because those have all not got... Huh. Maybe I was just copying and pasting it. They've not got loaders on the blueprints. Okay. Right, let's pop that there. Right. So we want to kind of rethink this. The bots are having a big discussion by the sound of things. Don't know what they're chatting about, but... Actually, I don't need that, do I? Yeah. So if we put... Let's hook these up. Okay. Now what I think we want to do... Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. What I think we want to do... Instead of that... I wonder where that goes. I bet that's going up to steel, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Oh! That's not really flowing, is it? But then I haven't upgraded any of that belt. You see, this is why I want to get the belt upgrades, because, you know, I need things to flow. This was intended to deal with fast belt. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into 2 lanes. And this into 2 lanes. And then we'll balance across. So in other words, if we have a 4:2 balancer here, because it's nice and simple and compact to 4:2, it's just a couple of balancers basically, and then we'll have those balance, say, well, actually we could do it earlier on, couldn't we? Get rid of all that. Do that. Do that. And then I just hop these over. Then we can have a 4:2, 2:4 balancer. So if they come across there, so I've literally got one belt feeding everything. It's basically, that's why it's so minimal. So what do I really want? I guess if I put another 4:2, or do I want to start beefing things up? It's a bit janky, isn't it? But whatever. Whatever. Let's make that a bit wider. Connect that. Oops. Why is there nothing? Oh, I've hooked it up to the wrong... Okay. Filter's on the wrong side. Right. So that's all of that coming out. Do I upgrade it? I mean, we might as well while we're here. Mist. Mist. There we go. We'll just do down to there, though. It's nice and easy. Cool. So, we need to copy this train up. Oops. So, put that there. So, oops. Copy yours. Stick a little bit of the old delicious fuel in. There. Set you onto auto, and you should head off. Set you onto auto, and you should head off. So we should now have 3 trains using this coal patch. Oops. Yeah, got 3 trains using that coal patch. Which one are you then? Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to do with the coal. Stone was the next question. Yeah, I think we'll pop over here. I'll pop some radars in, because then it'll instantly reveal what's in there and sort of flood round. And what I could do is like clear out Spider while it reveals some of the map. So I guess we'll plot one sort of there, somewhere on the corner then. Excuse me, as I say. I mean, nothing we could do quickly is just add in another train here. Just to sort of cover. I wonder why there's a... I bet there was a tree there or something. It's a bit random. I mean, could I get the bots to do that? I think I could, couldn't I? Because I think this is all in... Oh, no, it isn't, actually. Nuts. What about up here, though? Oh, that is. Okay, so if I... like, copy and paste this... And we want the trains as well. I guess the train fuel. And then we pop this here. I can never remember where... I don't think it copies the thing, does it? You know, the... Hope that won't fill up that carriage. I don't think it copies the instructions when you do that. The bots can put in another train for us. We're not going to be doing anything. Oh, it's already done. That's why. No, so that looks like that's okay. But it's not got any fuel in there. Bum. Okay. Oh, it does have the thing. Okay, so if we send it to the load station, it'll ease up. We'll also get fuel in there, which will eventually cancel out that delivery order. Because I can't cancel it from this distance. We'll pop in... Oh, I did. I built some. Look. Have I? Why have I got two? Oh, I've got companion shields because I realised they were pointless. I thought I must have already built the extra spider, extra companion things. So if we go down to, say, here maybe, and put the other one in. So if we go down to here, put another one in, would that be alright? It might be better if it was like properly on the corner actually. I mean, the other thing, these are only like level 1 radars, so we could nip over and upgrade them. List. While we're here. And I suppose I have got that stone patch already. But I'm not using. In fact, that's why don't we do that? Why don't we just repurpose this for the time being? It's only a tiny one. But then I've at least got two sort of, trains worth coming in. Is there seriously no stone over here? Maybe we just go and quickly grab that one. Okay. So if we put that there. Iron, copper. Annoying. What about... I mean, it's a bit far away, though. So it's revealed all of that. Oh, let's go and... If I just put the... move orders. Take us round to these radars. So we can beef them up. Because that'll reveal a bit more down here. How annoying. But yeah, I think we'll repurpose this. In fact, let's just do that first. So we go there, and then there. Well, I say repurpose it. We can add a train on that grabs from... Well, no, we can just use this train, can't we? Oh, because all it's going to do is go to... Oh, can it not reach... Oh, that suggests... Oh, of course it can't. I need to fix that. Okay. There's no way for it to get there. Okay. So what we need to do is head up to there then. And turn this into a T-junction. It's just sort of the quickest solution, really. So there's a... Oh, that's not too bad. 5.2. .7. So, only two options we've really got. For rare metals, do I want to add more rare metals? I mean, what I really need to do is bolster up this stone. Deliver stone here. I don't know that I really need to do that. To do more rare metals. But I'm using chlorine for other things. So, can I just cheekily... I think what I can literally do... It's a bit strange. Because I could just take the stone up there. Because we're not using stone for anything. In fact, I bet the last thing that uses it is like rail or something like that. Can I see the junction? I can't find any use for stone at all. There must be some stone being used for rail. Where am I making rail? Here we go. There's stone being used there. But I think that's it. I think that's all that stone's used for. So I could send a second... I could send it up here, basically. And like, we could make these two into a single thing. Or, you know, maybe take this down to a couple of lanes or something, and 3 lanes, and, you know, feed the other one in as a 4th one. I mean, not that I'm even really using the... because we're about to finish the antimatter as well. Okay, so if we just pull up this junction, just all of it, because there's hardly an active rail system. And they'll auto compensate when I put it back in. And then we pop this in here. We correct that small oversight. And then we see if the train... there it is. Off she goes. And we want to head over there. Fill that in. And we want to have a quick look. We've got 5.2 there. It's still kind of our best option, that one, isn't it, really? It's not revealed any other ones. Yeah, okay. So we'll tap this coal as well, this stone as well. Okay, so first off, let's upgrade this. I'm sort of preparing for massive production when I don't really know if I even need to bother, because we're so close to sort of finishing. And if it really does just take power, GPS satellite communicates with a planetary teleporter to facilitate its function. Rocket launch products, whatever one of those is. But some of this stuff I might just play with just to find out what it's all about. Instantly teleports one player at a time to another teleporter on the same surface. Okay. So you need to launch these. By looks things, you need to do them. You need to put GPS satellites into rockets, fire them up into space, and then once you've done that, you'll get one of those rocket launch products back again, and you can turn one of those. I've lost it. There it is. Into a planetary teleporter. And the player can use those to transport themselves around the map. Cool. Again, probably something I don't need. But if we were doing a mega base, that would probably be very useful. So which of these are defunct? That one? And that's it, because this has not been used, like, ever. Yeah, fine, okay. So if I upgrade the actual miners... oh, okay. I say, old Spidey's got a load of junk in him. But that's good. So what I'm thinking is I just pop over... no more stone. No. Oh, there's another immersite there. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking we just pop over here and add in another stone. If we turn this into a T-junction, we'll just sort of come down there like that. That's probably going to be the easiest. Am I happy then? Is that sort of enough? I mean, it's not enough. But yeah. So what I think we'll do, say we'll sort of... I mean, maybe we add another train onto each of them as well. So I mean, technically, we haven't even eaten through this yet. I guess we could tidy that up as another thing we could do. You know, put some higher level miners to really pump that through. But yeah, you know, it's not really even using that. Oh, is this still uneven? It's annoying. 1.1. Oh well. 8.9. It's because when I set it up the first time, it was stupidly set up, basically. Yeah. Are we there? Yeah, we're there. Okay, let's chop out this and put in a T-junction. These are my other blueprints, so from my blueprint series. But I've actually, these are the old ones. I've actually updated them a bit since then. And the new ones I can just lay over the top. But you have to do the, redo the signals. But you can just lay the, a T-junction and all of them. A left turn, right turn, all of them are exactly the same blueprint, basically. Replaceable blueprints, if that makes sense. How far down? Okay, it's got to be down to about there, isn't it? So let's go like that. Somewhere down to there. Get that all laid in. Maybe if we get you guys on construction as well. Let's go to landfill. Okay. I mean, we could like get a second oil train on the go, maybe. Oh, that's something we could do. But again, we're not. It's difficult to tell when you're not really using it. Output full. So we're still not chunking through all the heavy oil, crikey. That's a bit surprising. $24 or $25. So it's just full. Maybe I'll double that up then. I'll get the bots to do that. Well, not double it, but add on the extra 3 that it's easy to add. 2 that it's easy to add, sorry. In fact, why not double it? Let's treat ourselves. Cool, okay. Are we there? We're there. In fact, we're too far down. So am I going to put the station here? Yeah, I think I am. Okay. So let's get this mined. Let's put it out there. Cool. So I mean, it's 4 lanes, but it's not 4 lanes, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll do. Right. So I need a bit of room, but can I put a station there? I think I need another 1. And then we'll do that as a T-junction. Returning. This on here. Yeah, cool. Okay. Let's see if Spidey kind of build that. Oh, it's all. The companion zones are doing it all for us. Okay. Although, is that just because? Oh yeah, you're just doing it now, right? Okay. So they are a little bit cheaty then. We'll try and catch up on more of the Summer Games Fest this evening. So I'm feeling remarkably untired, which is a bit weird for me at this time of year. I usually struggle at this time of the year with, well, not insomnia, but it's like usually so light that I struggle to get to sleep. That needs to be there, I think, doesn't it? Is that right? I don't think I copied enough, did I? So if I just grab that. No. There we go. I can pick that up. That feels wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's fine. Right, and then we get the loader. And we pop that there, there. Cool, cool. And then we want to split this between 4 of them. Yeah, I tend to struggle getting to sleep because it's, you know, it's dark. It doesn't get dark until, I mean, you know, 10:30 sort of thing, and then it starts getting light again at 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff, and it's just a bit. Light's the only thing that I struggle. I mean, obviously there's mental things, you know. I've got too much on my brain, too much to think about, and I get waking insomnia sometimes as well. But for normal situations, why is there no power coming through? Oh, it's this blooming weirdness with the cables for some reason. Yeah, light's the thing that, you know, sort of wakes me up, as it were. Then they're going to be fine. Yeah, we're not going to have any bite troubles there. Are we getting some flow through? Yeah, getting a bit of flow through. Cool. Okay. So we'll call this Stone Load 3. And we'll have a train at this. We'll just have one train, I think, at each of the locations for this, and that's how we'll get our sort of oversupply, as it were. And then you want some fuel. Fuel. You want some fuel. Away. Fuel. And then your mission is to go from Stone Load 3 to Stone Unload, to fill up there, to empty up there. We just want to pop you on auto, and you can chug away doing the business. I wonder if these would be better with, now that we're at, no, it's not coming in fast enough, is it, to justify like stack inserters, really? Well, I suppose if it's, you know, when it goes and comes back. But let's see, it's not. Oh, we've now got three entire train stops, you know, unloading stone, basically. I did want to check. You've got. That carriage is 2.4, 3.2, 3.9, 4.9. Yeah, I sort of messed that up quite badly, didn't I? Okay. So. Am I happy with that? I say rare metals is the only one that's lacking, I would say. You know, there is that one. Where, how many trains have I got on that? I've only got one train there, so we could bump up, we could add another train. But yeah, I mean, you see that's absolutely jam-packed full. this has still got 4 million mineral water. So I think if we add another train for the mineral water and connect this across, then I think I'm, quotes, happy with the resources bump. So maybe I add one in there as well. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So we'll request up. In fact, let's get moving. To there. Oops, over to there, right? To there. If I go to there, that should put us in range. We could just check this again. Oh, that's now nice and empty. That's now nice and full. I mean, I don't need it to be empty, and it's not empty. It's just I need it, if it's backing up, I don't want it to block these from working, basically. Output full. Yeah, so light oils now and petroleum. So long as petroleum's full, and there is some heavy oil. That's what I'm that's what I'm trying to get to. What was I going to do? Yeah, so I need to request them, don't I? I need to request. I was actually going to sort this out, but I got kind of distracted by the blueprint series because I realised I've completely messed up the numbers. Yeah, so we want, say, 4 of them. And I've been reworking the numbers on the blueprint series, and actually we've got more. In fact, let's take all of that out, and I'll just sort of put some of them in again. And a bit of that, and a bit of that. And maybe round that off, and put some of those in. Anything I can undo there? Maybe we could put some more yellow in you then. I've got some spare. We'll put that to use as landfill. Oh, I grabbed your bots, didn't I? Okay. That's all fine to recycle. I quite like some more signals in there. Maybe some power poles, and some boxes. And a bit more red belt. Cool, okay. So yeah, we'll add on another one of these. We'll let the bots bring it down. But I need to rework this, don't I, so that it sends the sand up. We could probably, in fact, why don't I just upgrade them from here? And I can sort out which is defunct in a minute. Oh, it interprets the pipes as upgradable, doesn't it? Forgot about that. Because it does have a second level of pipe. Okay, so bots will get on with that. Have they brought me? Yeah, they brought me them. So we can double this up. I'm kind of doing this so that we don't run out, essentially. So we're sort of massively overproduced, oversupplied. And we can kind of just not worry about resources coming in. Oops. That's kind of what I'm going for. So if I send, well, if I put you on auto, send you out, then this will pull in and do a round trip. For some reason, I've got 2 inserters there. Bet that was from when it was coal. And off it'll go. Cool. Excuse me. let's have a look at Spidey. So Spidey could do with a little bit more of that. I'd quite like for him to have some of those as well. And more rail. Cool. Okay, so if we head up to... Because we now got 2 oil trains. Got 2 coal there, so that's all fine. This we know is stuffed with trains now. So if we go and fix or sort this out, so we'll get stone going up there. We'll add second one of them, mineral water train. I've got lots of lovely trains queued up here. We'll fix this. Did I add? I did add the second one here, didn't I? Yeah, that's okay then. Cool. So I've got 2 steel trains travelling back and forth. Lots of iron there. Yeah, happy. So I guess technically raw metal is... In fact, we could add a second raw metal train, couldn't we? Since we're here. And then we've got, you know, throughput for the system. You know, accounting for lag and slowness of belts compared to volume put into trains. We will, you know, I'll tidy this up a little bit. And I think I'm happy with our suppliers. So we could upgrade to electric furnaces at some point as well. What are you moaning about? Oh, right, I've double clicked somewhere there. Okay. Right, so what are we trying to do here? Okay. Well, we want to take some of this out anyway. So they're all defunct. They're all still okay. Where's this? Oh, I bet it was one I've just taken out. And... Cool. So, I guess we could kind of move this up. It's probably the easiest. So, make a bit of room there. This will just send backwards. You know, into here. So we've then got 3 lanes on this, and we can get the 4th one. Can I bring it up? If I was to try and bring it up here, would I hit anything? So if this was the stone coming up, so it misses them. I don't know if I'm going to need to boost them, but if we bring it up here, we completely miss everything. I can't see the stone. Oh, there's the stone. So if we bring stone this way, like this. Again, it's more of a safety net thing, this. It's just because... In fact, it's more about producing more chlorine than mining this rare metal. So put that in there. We need to connect this up. Stones there. Okay, so like that. This will permanently go up here, I think, but I've got all that stuff on the belt, so we might as well reverse this belt. Where's it gone? Here we are. So turn that belt round. Oops. horrible feeling I just completely balls this up. Oh no, that's fine. It's amazing the things the devs put in, because lesser devs, people who didn't, it would have filled those in, but because it's the underground and they fixed that underground, thing, it's not put like extra belt in here and it's not reversed this. It just knew this was the belt I was working on. It's tiny little details they do. They're just amazing. Right, so we need another train. Do I need another train for this one as well? Probably. Yeah, because I've only got the one train on that. So if we put another one of these in. So the whole base belts need upgrading as well. But that's kind of why I'm doing this, because I'm assuming that when I set this whole belt upgrading system up, it's going to require a gigantic amount of resources. Oh, we must have finished the antimatter as well. Okay. Auto, I think. Oh. Why has that gone? Oh, is it full? Well, it must be. Okay. Okay, so that's the second one there. I was going to add a second one here as well. You. Fuel. Off you go. Send you away. Right, so tidy up this, well, increase the mining speed on this stone. Next, I say I could upgrade this as well, for example. Tidy that up. I did all of these already. Well, that was already that. Yeah, they're all level 2, because we've got a level 3 miner as well that we could start using. But yeah, I think I'll tidy this up. We'll upgrade that, tidy that one up, and then we're done with adding resources, I think, and we can actually do some building. Right, amazing. Amazing stuff. Oh, I'm looking for Spider. It's somewhere down there, isn't it? Thought I left him here. I never added icons to these. What's that? That's that one. And that's that one. And that's these guys. Cool. Okay. Oh, it's here. Cool. And where are we going? We are going there. And then across to this. I mean, we could add another train there, but say if we take that as a train, effectively, it's still the 1.6 million, just the odd 1.6 million. I mean, we may not be producing the sorts of volumes we need. We could run out of glass and all that sort of stuff, but I've not used the alternate whatchamacallit recipe yet. Electronic parts recipe, that may be, a better way of doing things. But yeah, happy with that. So I think next is the belt. Belt production thing, and we'll let that run. I'm thinking of building it sort of down here type of thing, but I need to look at what the highest level belts use, because they may well use these. So it may actually be better to build it here, and then we can grab. I mean, it'll probably use immersite, won't it? I mean, that's pretty guaranteed. So I suspect that's going to be a better place to build that, but we shall soon see. This. In fact, let's hop out. We can upgrade you. Don't think I need to upgrade the belt with this. It's just the assembler themselves. Oh, and that's not a tiny bit of stone there, so we'll get that covered. Cool. It's just to chew through it, really. Then down to there. Like having nice stacks of trains, because it's effectively your buffer, your trains. They're both at that one. Wonder if this is done. No, so that's all finished. Cool, okay. Let's see if Spider's picked up any junk. Nope, that's fine. Okay, next one then. Right, let's hop out. Right, so all of that can go, can't it? They're dead, that's dead. That's dead, that's dead, that's dead. Oh, hello. Thank you very much for the raid. Do you know where to silence? For some reason that didn't play the sound it's supposed to. Hello GMS, how you doing? Are you still... Well, I know you are. I was watching you the other day. You're still chugging away on space exploration? Are you playing anything different today? And welcome all from the raid. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Have you been enjoying the stream with GMS? Yeah, so let's upgrade all of this. Oh, wrong thing. Hello. Oh, there's a name. Kvatch. Kvatch. Welcome. Are you doing okay? Let's get all of that upgraded. So just trying to avoid losing my train of thought just for a second. I'll explain what I'm up to, where I'm at. Ooh, yeah. Right, so that's all upgraded. Cool. Yeah, it just never ends. New colonization project in perspective. All right, okay. I mean, it seems to be... I don't know if you're going particularly big with it, but it does seem to be an enormous overhaul mod. Space exploration. Cool, okay, so that's all upgraded. Oh, I've broken the power line. Yeah. Oh. Paris 3 with a dososphere on every surface with water. Oh, right, okay. On since January, I wouldn't say I'm at the end game. Wow, I didn't know you'd been doing it for that long. I mean, you'd recommend it, would you? Because it's one I'm obviously... Oh, sorry. Just to explain to anyone coming in new, basically, I'm Trismegistus. Hello. You can call me Triggers or Triz or anything like that. Just don't be rude. Where are we going with this thing? So we need to go... Well, let's just come into the main area here. So I'm playing Krastorio 2 through for the first time. I've I've got a lot of hours in Factorio base vanilla Factorio, but I've never really done any overhaul mods. So I was always really happy just playing the base game over and over, essentially. And I tried. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Monkey on Strike. Very kind. That is an awesome username, Monkey on Strike. Some people have such amazing usernames, and mine's this weird gibberish one that I read in a book somewhere. Oh, thanks for the follow, Genuine Scientist as well. If you don't value free time, yes, I would recommend. Okay. It's that big, is it? But yeah, so obviously this is Krastorio 2, which is like, recommended as the sort of, baby's first, and I don't mean that in any way insulting the actual mod itself, but sort of baby's first overhaul mod. And I can get rid of all my train, because we're not been doing train for this, so we get some of that. And I tried it about 18 months ago and didn't really quite get on with it. I don't think I was in the right mindset. But and another one. Agamor, rather. Thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Monkey on Strike says thanks. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad today. So basically I'm playing through Krastorio 2 for the first time for me. I tried it about 18 months ago and didn't really quite get on with it. As I say, I don't think it was in the mindset. But I restarted this, what was it, about 9 months ago? Something like that? No, 6 months ago. Something like that. And why do they keep bringing me those companion shields? Are they in my request list somewhere? I'm sure I've got rid of them about 4 times. But basically, the big change that I did, I think, that really helped me was turning off biters, stopping them from being aggressive. They're on passive. But there's a bit of a bug is the wrong word, but the companion drone mod, if you had to put them on aggressive with the biters on passive, and there may be another conflict going on as well, but it doesn't trigger the biters to attack, so you can basically turn that attack toggle on and they just kill the biters without the biters reacting at all. So I've effectively not got any biters on the map. And that's massively helped because I was then able to work everything out as I was going through, work out all the recipes. So this is my base. SE is the best overhaul mod as per Reddit voting. Oh, right. I didn't know there'd been a vote on Reddit. That's giving it the official word then. I might have made a mistake. I installed Krastorio 2 as well. I launched my first vanilla rocket. Oh, right. Okay. I've been quite impressed by this mod. I say, when I first started, I was like, not sure if it's because what it was basically the classic example I give every time I'm trying to explain it is water pumps. So in vanilla Factorio, water pumps don't require power, which is a bit weird when you think about it because surely they need electricity to function. But it's just SOP to, it's a game. It doesn't have to be realistic. And in this mod, and in quite a lot, I think, of the overhaul mods, offshore pumps do require power. But the power they require is entirely provided by a single wind turbine. So all you have to do every time you put an offshore pump on is put a wind turbine on. So all you're really doing is crafting 2 extra things, a power pole and a wind turbine, in order to make your offshore pumps work. So it's a bit of a silly change for change's sake. And when I first started, I wasn't really in the frame of mind for that sort of thing, that sort of change for change's sake. But coming back to it, and as I say, particularly turning the biters off, I've really enjoyed it, and I've quite enjoyed learning the game again, if that makes sense, because it's not massively different. A heck of a lot of it is the same, One of the things I did get confused by was inserters in particular. Obviously, in vanilla Factorio, you upgrade yellow insert, the basic inserters to fast inserters, but you don't do that in this game. So I ended up with like loads of base inserters because I was thinking, I would upgrade them all, but that's not how you do it. So there are things like that that have slightly tripped me up. But I say this is the base. It's a bus, essentially. That's cool. Factorio is really all about the implementation deals anyway. Causal ones are just more fun. Yeah. The mall is hard. Okay. I don't tend to do malls. Basically, I always do a bus-based production like this. And as you can see, and I know it's not sort of how most people's buses go, it's very long and thin. And basically what I do, especially with this, where I've been trying to learn, learn the game again. Obviously, I've got lots of lanes of iron and copper, and there's a couple of lanes of green. But as you can see, I'm just sort of adding things on as I think they might be needed. So some things are produced locally, and other things I put on the bus if it looks like they're used a lot. So, for example, the AI cores, there's another good example. Something like silicon and things like that. It turned out they weren't used a lot, but I put them on the bus because I thought maybe they would be. Stone bricks, again, is another one I've not used a great deal, but it was just there. We've got steel available, plastic, all these sorts of things. Batteries I put on the bus, but as you can see, I've chopped them off because they're not used. You've got your rare metals, and the immersite has ended up going backwards on the bus because my immersite patch was here. But so that's what I tend to do. So I tend to build what I need locally, where I need it. So as you can see, the science is there, and then you've got all the tech cards there, and a lot of them are using. These are all defunct. The tech cards sort of run out, but you can see they're basically using AI cores which are on the bus and that sort of thing. But then as they get more complicated, I add in specific builds like the low density structures there and feed them across. Although in the case of low density structures, of course, it's also going onto the bus as well, rocket fuel and all that sort of stuff. So I do a little build for each one that I think is significant enough, and then either put it on the bus or like that, feed it around locally to do it. So level 1 modules there, for example, are just being fed directly into the RCUs, which are then going into the rocket. So that's how I tend to organize things. So I don't tend to use a mall approach generally. I mean, these are sort of malls in a way, because, like, for example, this belt build, and this is what I'm going to about try and do now. It only goes up to red, but effectively, it's a mall for belts, if you see what I mean. But it's not a generic overall mall. And generally, I've often sort of finished the game, particularly in regular Factorio. By the time I'm actually sort of making I would make a bot-based mall type thing. As I say, I tend not to. So I only had my first go at a mega base that I started. That was my first streaming series, basically. So what I need to do, I just need to work out if I'm gonna make those. Yeah, I need a Mercium, don't I? Okay, so we'll have to build this because I want to upgrade like a lot of the belts, and because I'm sort of in the end game, I think, of this, where effectively this one appears to have stalled. I'm not 100% sure why. I'm not 100% sure I'm bothered. So it's not getting. Oh, it's the pink ones again, isn't it? So the pink ones use. Where are they? That's them there. No. No, it's the bright pink ones, which are up here, if I can find them. Here we go. And that's not running because, yeah, it lacks these guys. And those lack them. And those lack the ECUs. Where are they? Where the heck did I put them? I've got a proper build for them. Here we go. So they lack them, and they lack. Oh, right, they've started to run out of lithium batteries, have they? Okay. Oh, yeah, lithium batteries is quite short altogether, isn't it? Now, could I... I mean, all those loads are full. Okay, so maybe if I just double this up. So if I plot that on there, in fact, let's triple it up. But yeah, I need to upgrade the belts a lot in order to sort of do a lot of what I'm, doing that sort of thing. Because I put that on, but probably yellow belts won't actually feed all of those machines. I've obviously got... Let's not put it on again. Why does it keep turning that off? So I don't need that one. I do need that one. There we go. So what does that use? That is, in belt terms, 0.13 of a belt. Okay. So, but then I've not got any modules in it, have I? Because this is the other thing I could probably do with doing more modules. Why haven't I got any modules in there at all? Where are we? We're over here. Okay. But yeah, there's all sorts of... So, as I understand it, the sort of end game with this requires you to build this thing, which I hope it's not broken. This series could come to a crashing halt, unfortunately, because it's it says that that says that unknown key item blah blah blah. I don't know if that means it's broken, because it's the Krastorio extended. Basically, I've got on. I believe I have to make that thing, this thing here, intergalactic transceiver, in order to sort of win the game. And that's, I mean, it's an enormously expensive thing to build, but then it requires loads and loads of power, I believe, to actually sort of run it. And I do have most of the powers on the go. So we've got regular solar panels, advanced solar panels, steam turbines. I haven't got regular nuclear. I'm just doing nuclear fusion. And so I've not got too much of the advanced solar panels, so we could beef that up as well. I should really tear this down because it's quite a lot of space for not a lot of power. But yeah, I've also just unlocked the antimatter reactor. But you can see it uses a lot of immersium and ECUs, so I don't even know, how to build it in a sense. I assume it just uses the advanced steam turbines then, but I don't know. But yeah, so that's sort of where I am with this series. Me generally, I only stream. I'm just a hobby streamer. I'm not doing all-day streams or anything because I've got sort of full-time job, as it were. I was going to put some prod modules in something, wasn't I? Was it the batteries? Yeah, it was the batteries, wasn't it? But I stream the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. And do I grab them? Actually, let's just put 2 in each. Oops. And then I stream Friday and Monday as well, which at the moment is satisfactory. I'm trying to play that through, but it's taken me so long. I bought the game when it came out early access, and I basically haven't played any of the updates since. So I'm kind of learning the game, and I've said this loads of times about Satisfactory. So that's now run out, lithium. And is that because it's just not working? But yeah, it needs like a blueprint system satisfactory, because some of the builds I'm making are just taking so long and they're just so tedious. How many? No, it's 1-on-1, is it? Okay. Okay. Oops. What happened there? Oh, I messed that up. Oh, I think I've run out of prop modules, haven't I? Up there. We could also double this up. But yeah, I need to do a lot of, you know, bottleneck chasing, basically. But I'm sort of fully aware that we get this over here, and they'll sort that out for us. Fully aware that a lot of the production is just sort of inadequate. And so there's a lot of stuff that doesn't have modules in. Because I'm not even making level 3 modules. Because I kind of never got round to it, and then we were so far in that it almost didn't matter. Okay, so we'll leave that for the time being. What I actually want to work on is a belt thing. Yeah, okay. So let's work this through. Have I got? Because the other thing I could do is start making some of these advanced assembly machines. And didn't I unlock another one? There's like, yeah, advanced chemical plants. Let's do them first, because there's the electric miners as well. The level 3 miners, rather. Oh, quarry drill. Did I ever automate them? I'm not sure I did. I don't think it matters, though. Okay. I think all these, like, super advanced ones that I don't really know if I need loads of, I think we might just do a, you know, do a bot mall style production thing, because I don't know if I need like thousands of them. So, because I'm guessing the advanced assembly machine is going to be one of these bigger models, so I wouldn't just be able to upgrade the regular ones. Why can't I see any? Oh god, oh, it's because I haven't got any. Right. So yeah, so let's plop some of those down. So what we want to make is some of them, and some of them, and where are they? Advanced chemical plants, there they are. Oh, I'm not making steel pipes, I don't think. That might be interesting. Because what I also usually do is put things into chests as well, so the bots can, like, take over the job. So these are steel pipes, aren't they? Oh, they are. Okay. So maybe I just stick a few of those in a chest on this one, because it's not exactly doing anything. In fact, oh no, that's matter plants. It's matter assemblers. Why don't I just extend this if I'm doing this here? So why don't we take these, sort of plop them over here. Yeah, let's do that. So if I just do a requesty job here, we can copy this up like so. Copy this up here, because I assume they'll be mega slow. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 30 seconds, crikey. Okay, so if I just copy the recipe over, and I can correct anything that it doesn't like. So it says it can get all of them, so that's fine. Connect this to the logistics network. And yeah, it's also my intention. So obviously, say I'm doing this series. It's kind of my intention to do. In fact, did I leave a gap here to do like all of the overhaul mods? So basically, I didn't. There's no space there, is there? Okay. So we'll just sort of recycle them or reuse them across. Okay. To do all of the, so angels, bobs, because I've never done any of them, basically, as I say. I've always been perfectly happy with vanilla. I kind of got to the point where I was sort of seeking more interesting things to do. 50. Or different things to do, at the very least. So yeah, let's just let them bring those over. I think I'll boost these up. Again, a little bit. Well, they're so slow. I mean, it's got yellow, so I guess I'm making. I'm not using electric furnaces. Right, I'll connect this to here. And we say what we want. Where are they? Not. Oh, there they are. So we want, I don't know, 50 of them maybe? I don't even know what they stack to. Okay, so this needs boosting as well. Say. I always like to just round them up. I don't know why I bother, but I do. Right, so the steel pipes aren't being put in the network anyway. Okay. I think I am going to put them in the network, like I was going to do before. So this needs to be steel. The steel pipes are like a higher throughput pipe. And I think I was saying sort of earlier on, I think pipes are in here, aren't they? I think a lot of it's sort of been added so that you can do a Krastorio mega base easier, basically. But I'm not really intending to do that. I would quite like to play it through again with the biters active. Yeah, the biters not sort of completely neutered. Is that right? 200 of them out there. Didn't set a filter on that, did I? Yeah. And then that wants to be them. And then this is them. But we'll do the same thing. I'll basically just copy this over like this. Put it there. Make it out. Add some power. And that should give you them. So now steel and pipes available. You're chugging away. So I've got both of them. Oh yeah, look at that, you see. There's no way I'm upgrading the... What about that? Yeah, they're gigantic, aren't they? And what about... Okay, so they're the same size, but bigger coverage areas again. Okay. What I'm intrigued with on this... Oh no, it can't, can it? Oh, why does it have... Oh, smelting. Oh, it is. Okay. Ah, right. So this is alternate. Right, okay. Alternate way of producing, basically. So I can use these guys to directly make those out of the raw material because it's got furnaces in the recipe. Oh. Thank you for the follow, Fatch. Very much appreciated. As are all the follows today. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated, as I say. Okay. What I could also do is add on the antimatter thing. Oh, did I set a limit on them? Oh, I didn't, did I? We don't want a million billion of them. Which one is that? So this is the advanced chemical plants. Let's set that to 20 or something. And this is them. Oh, that's 50. In fact, let's set that to 50 as well. But what? Oh, I picked it up, didn't I? Idiot. Does this give me alternate recipes as well? Or is it just like super duper fast? No, it looks like this is... no, it incorporates some of the... Oh, I haven't got them on me. Because a chemical plant... Oh, no, it will make... Oh, no, because that's water. I thought that was splitting the water into the hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so it doesn't... I thought it might do some of the... In fact, it's exactly the same recipe set, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Is it just a mega crafting speed then? Oh, crafting speed 8. Good lord. And how many modules then? Let's do, I don't know, random sulfuric. So 4 module slots. And crafting speed 8. And it's a gigantic machine. So you can hit it with a load more. Crikey. That's quite an upgrade. But yeah, I was just going to make some of these antimatter reactors as well. Everything there should be in the system. Yeah, okay. So again, if we do one of them. Oops. Oh. Just throwing the blueprint on the floor. Just trying to undo it. And... Right, let's just pop that in then. Get rid of it. So I'll get that. Yeah. So what we want to request here is all of that stuff. We only want, I guess, a couple of 3 of these. In fact, to the extent that let's turn that stack bonus off. And we connect it to the network. We want, as I say, I mean, let's make 4. I mean, it'll probably take like hours to make 4. Is there going to be there's not going to be enough room in this chest if I do that, is there? Okay, let's put another one on the back side. Copy that over. So we'll have the first 3 there. In fact, I'm just going to leave them at what they were. And then those like that. Obviously, it'll put some stuff in there that it was already pre-requested, but that should be okay. Logic filter on that. Cool. I think that's everything new and major that I've researched. Oh no, it isn't. We've also got this new beacon here. So the Singularity Beacon, which is an awesome name for a beacon. Now that requires ECUs, IO cores. So everything uses these ECUs, and I'm producing those at a pathetic rate. So maybe that's another thing we need to properly scale up. I'll be honest to say, a lot of this stuff I'm doing more just to see what it is and sort of play with it, because I think I could just crunch through and leave it running and finish the game. But so let's have a see what these are. I should have somewhere where I'm actually making beacons. Where's my bacon production area? It must be down here. Can I find the bacon? It's gotta be. Oh, there we go. That's them there. Okay. Well, that's not very easily expandable, is it? Let's go and add a annex to that building. Some super bacons. It's down here, wasn't it? Down there. Okay. Now, was that it? There's a few military things, but as I say, the biters are neutered. And I haven't done anything with the whole, you know, air purification, because as I say, once I realised the biters were just, you know, completely neutered, I've just let pollution run. But say, you know, there's these. I say this is quite why I'd quite like to give it another go with biters turned on. I could probably set them to a you know, aggressive, couldn't I? But it's got rail guns and rocket turrets and laser artillery and all sorts of lovely stuff in this mod that I've just not used. Nuclear artillery shells. Obviously that's atomic bombs. Yeah, I've just not had any cause to use it. So I think that's it. I think that's all the stuff I've unlocked, because we're doing all of them already. Singularity Lab. Yeah. We're just not doing anything at the scale that I want to do it at. Oh! Oh no, that's new then. When did that unlock? Have I made them already? Let's see if I can request up advanced furnaces then. Can I request them? No, so I'm not making them. Okay, so we need to make them as well. How do you make them? Oh. I thought they might be upgraded furnaces, but I mean, I'm not even using electric furnaces. I'm still burning coal, basically. But basically, that's a raw ingredient, you know, like a stuff in the network pool. So we could add that on to the other, you know, the other, I guess, mall it's sort of becoming. But I didn't. I thought that became the advanced assembly machines became able to do smelting. I thought that was like the trick, but looks like there's a advanced furnace as well. Okay, so let's plop this in here. We want it to make singularity beacons. Maybe I don't do it like that. Maybe I take that and do that and do that. One of them, one of them, one of them. So okay, it's I have some of the chat filters on because I don't have any mods. I probably shouldn't say that in case some of you do a bit trolling. But for some reason, it's taken "Can you burn" as being an aggressive post. Don't know what that's doing. Can you burn? Is that like an Americanism of like aggressive, you know, chat or something? Can you? What would be wrong with? Can you burn? Can you burn iron with coke? You can. No, it's not the coke. It's it was the cat. It's flagged. Can you burn as an aggressive thing? I had one before. Well, I had one before because you know obviously lube, um, lube as it were, and it um like flagged the message for two things. I can't remember what it was, but it was like basically the term lube was taken as being like sexual content, and I was like, well, I mean that's going a bit far. What is going to versus sick burn? I guess maybe yeah. Yeah, very strange. Yes, so in terms of coke, you can, I believe you can. Yeah, I'm not really doing that. I'm just using straight coal. I mean, basically, I thought I would have to do it because I'm using coke obviously here, and it is more like energy efficient. You have to mix it with wood effectively, But wood is just water converted to trees, essentially. Oh, these aren't running, are they? Oh, no, it is running. It's just taking its time. You can't tell if they're running the greenhouses. But yeah, so in fact, that's a bit pathetic, the wood now, isn't it? I'm converting wood into matter, so that's why it's using it all up. Ah, okay. That's interesting. We might have to fix that at some point then. But yes, you can burn that. It's just to say, I set up this patch here at the almost at the beginning of the game. Certainly the beginning of when I was doing the smelting, and it's still here. It's like, and it's still got loads in it. And so I've just not had any cause, to use coke particularly. So burn oil coal into coal. Yeah, you can. I believe you can. Yeah. So I don't think it. You definitely use coke for steel, which is obviously quite a high production item. But I think you can. It counts as a fuel, as it were. So yeah, you can convert it. The other thing, what I would say though, what I normally do is one of these, a burner, and I just get rid of all my wood that way. But because you get this matter system, so what it means by matter is just it's like a way of converting one thing into another, and you get better conversion rates for like more expensive stuff, basically. But you're probably better off just keeping coal and wood and then turning them into matter when you eventually get that technology, because immersite's a bit difficult to produce in volume because you get these singular immersite patches, and that's it. That's an entire immersite patch. And what I'm effectively doing is using, because I think the numbers seem to suggest this was better, but otherwise you just sort of smelt it into immersite bits and pieces. The trouble is when you crush it, basically, you get a load of stone that you kind of got nothing to do with. But I think maybe what I should be doing is crushing it and then turning the stone into matter. But say you do this, these turn it into matter and these turn it into. You can obviously select the recipe, but it turns it into whatever you want. So I'm turning it into the immersite powder, which you then smelt into the immersite stuff, basically. So I would say, if you've got the room and etc., kind of hold on to the coal and wood because it's a good thing to just chuck into the matter conversion. But yeah, there's not a lot of wood coming through there, is there? So is that because it's not getting enough water? Well, it seems to say it is. Again, I should have a lot of more modules on a lot of these things, but I just haven't done it, basically. But yeah, so I think you can burn. I'm pretty sure you can. Let's just quickly nip up and have a look. Yeah, so I think it would just let you put in. I wonder if I've got any coke and I could just check. But say I set that patch up thinking that would get, and I would have to do something like that, but it just lasted forever. And it's like, really now I should be going to electric furnaces. I've not actually got any coke. Greenhouses are slow, yeah, really slow. It's like, I mean, it makes sense because it's, or you can see the logic of it because it's burning, growing trees, isn't it? But I can't actually find any. But so you need the coke for steel. I'm just going to test out for you, basically. So if we can head up to the steel and I'll grab a little bit of coke. Because all I'm really going to do, I'm going to, I must have a load here. So if I take that, oh, is it taking it out? Yeah, it has. Let's turn that off for a second. So if we nip down to one of the iron furnaces. Well, actually, I'm not smelting iron. I don't know if you know, you get so this is actually what's it called? Enriched iron, I think it calls it. But you can use chemical plants to produce enriched iron and enriched copper, or purified or something. I can't remember what it calls it. And then you can smelt that, and it's a way better recipe. It's one of the. I mean, it's sort of mild in that form. I know Bobs and Angels go a bit nuts with that. Yes, so it will let you put coke into furnaces. And I say it's worth doing in the sense that it's higher fuel, and all you have to do is you're effectively blending wood into coal to make coke. So you're sort of taking what is with the greenhouse is a free resource and turning it into coke. Oh dear. Okay. Did you? I wonder. Did Egmar? What were they? Can I see them? I assume you didn't actually spam. I didn't see that. It's just deleted them. I can probably change the settings on that because you seem like fairly sensible, but I'll have to look and see. I don't know why. Why would it have flagged that as? Unless you were spamming. But I can't see what it did. It was a string. Oh, right, okay. Was it a blueprint string, you mean? It sort of lacks the subtlety, doesn't it? A blueprint string, okay. I guess I should. I mean, I just do this as a hobby. I'm not, a big content, creator and all that sort of stuff. But I do. I have a Discord. I mean, everyone's got a Discord, but I'm sort of intended to use mine for multiplayer. Trying to do some, let's call them community streams of Factorio and stuff. But basically, big maps with some active people who are in my pop into a lot of the streams. So if you wanted to, there you go. Join that and drop a blueprint in there. I could probably grab it from there and take a look at what that is. Right, so I was adding on these guys, wasn't I? And it needs extra stuff. And then we need the furnaces, and then I say we need to do the whole belt upgrade. Right. So we copy that there. Do I want? I don't think I want the beacons coming across. And obviously that extends to anyone who's watching. If you want to join in and potentially do some community stuff, or just play with me. Interested in doing a bit of multiplayer. So we need them. I want that to be, I don't know, 20 or something. Don't know what's sensible with a lot of these. I'm just sort of guessing, essentially. Right. I guess it should request. I'm going to create a loop if I do that, though, aren't I? Because I bet they're off in the... Let's see if I can't get it to force them. Because it'll put these... Oh, it hasn't. Where the heck has it put the beacons? Ooh, okay. Where are the beacons? So, if I pop that up... Oh! Are there no beacons? Oh, it's only set on 20. Okay. Maybe I should not do that with that. Take that out of the network. We'll use a logic cable on that one. And I think I'll put that on 20 now. Person factor. Okay. Just give me a second. I will fire up Discord. One sec. Oh yeah, that's a. I can imagine the bot's having a bit of a nightmare with that. Let's see if I can get that in. Oops, I need a blueprint down there. Oops. Oh no. Oh, I can never remember how to do this. It's just. Oh, it's one of these, isn't it? Import string, isn't it? I seem to recall. Import string is there. Oh, there we go. Whoops. There we go. Let's have a see if I can find its space. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's enrichment. Yeah, right. I've been a bit rubbish with loaders because I didn't quite understand. I don't know. Some things. It's one of my problems and what I'm trying to get away from. That looks quite neat, actually. Is that like perfectly ratioed, or you just sort of thrown it together, sort of thing? In fact, I can check, can't I? Okay, so it's 0.8 to 0.53. Okay. So I'm guessing maybe with some beacons you could get it closer to 1.0, as it were. Interesting. Okay. So I'm a bit rubbish with using the loaders. I just always default to inserters because it's what's in my head, as it were. Yeah, it's a nice little design. And I guess with the pipes, it's sort of sort of extendable. So mine is basically this up here. I'll show you that. Pretty new to Factorio Krastorio. I have no clue. So one of the mods I would recommend getting, especially if you're playing Krastorio, you're already modding it, is either max rate calculator or rate calculator, because I think rate calculator is probably better, but this is max rate calculator. It just gives you a new icon, and you can drag it over the machines, anything basically, and it tells you what rate. I say if you're not using it, I would recommend it. And basically, you can set it to whatever you want, items per minute. But in case something like that with belts, you can work out how many belts worth of stuff you're looking at. So in terms of express belts, this stone that I just happened to select there, it would need over an express belt's worth of stone to actually feed it. So it's actually a useless design. It's just because I've copied it over. But say it's particularly useful for working out how fast things process. So this is my copper one. Well, let's just grab all of that. It's in. Well, let's do it in items a minute. So you see, it's pulling in that amount, but it's a bit weird because it's a recyclable system. I don't know if you've got something that accounts for that, but it's once you've charged the water, you kind of don't, because this pulls out basically the amount of water that it's using. So it doesn't actually have net water demand, I think, or I seem to recall when I was doing it. So effectively, I say it, but it doesn't account for it in the recipes properly because it's a bit weird. But yeah, so basically, and I say there is water coming in there anyway, but So you can use the rate calculator to work out, you know, is it matched up, basically. So it goes a bit weird on some of the things, because it's telling me there's a net rate of -7 there. But that's a raw thing coming in, so I don't quite understand what it's talking about there. But I say, you can sort of use it to balance things up. If you're not that. Attack pump if the tank go. I mean, that's what I'm doing here, basically. So these, I've got one of these for each of them. So essentially, the output of clean water is coming in there, and you can't see it for the power pole, but that is basically saying if this tank goes below 10,000, squirt some more water in, and it's then a chain effectively. So there's a chain of those going right the way from over there, and every one, when I was adding extra ones in, of course that would drain water into the system, and then the next one would squirt some in, which would cause that to drop, which would squirt some in. So it's sort of it's a valve, basically. I'm using it like a valve. But yeah, I mean, it accounts for, even if it isn't perfectly balanced as I thought it was. And that's what that's doing. But yeah, I mean, partly with the loaders thing, you have to think slightly differently, I think. But what I would normally have done, like up there, is just had, a belt going across. And just add inserters. Oops. Like that. But say, it's because I don't think in terms of loaders. And I say, it's, I think the cool thing with the loaders is that, they're unpowered, as it were. You don't need any electricity to keep them going. Should be able to feed polluted water to your greenhouse. Oh, right, okay. I didn't realise that. Is there any benefit from that? Is it better or worse, as it were? Oh, I didn't realise you could do that. I say I'm just recycling it, basically. Where are we going? So we need to go up here. Where's this mini make everything? It's here, isn't it? No? There. So we need to add one more on. The advanced furnaces. But I could also see if it's made any of these. Have we got any of these now? No. Why are we not going to them? Am I just not in the system? No, I'm in the system. Why? Oh, I forgot to turn that on. That's why. I don't know. I need 50. But okay. Just a thought. Okay. So I don't know. It would make sense if you could, but I say this is what I'm kind of doing with it. It's a big stack of these, basically, in case it backs up a bit. But it also gives you, and this is part of the reasons I've not used the loaders too much, because the inserters can do near and far side in Krastorio too. So you can, oops, missed. Oops. So you can get an inserter to put on the near side or the far side of the belt. So you kind of, if you've got something where it's two machines, it's sort of automatically balanced effectively. That's not got any beacons in it. Why is that? Weird. Okay. Extend that up a little bit. Put them on. It's fine. That's there. We need to make advanced furnaces. And that's the recipe list. Okay. We need to set that to advanced furnaces. Get you to connect. 50, I guess. I don't know. I think I bumped that one up. on. Cool. Let's let them sort that out and we'll see what one of them is about. Right, yes, so the actual job I was going to do, which was to make some somewhat belts. Okay. So it's a chain of 5. Does everything have a half-second craft time and a 1-to-1? It does. Okay. Half second. I mean, that produces 2. Okay. But these upgrade. So that one is made just from yellow belts, but that's made from. So these are upgraded by adding in like the extra belt rather than the extra materials. Okay. But these you have to add in extra materials. Right. Because what I'm thinking, or maybe I should try using advanced assembly machines. Give them a go. So if we build like a row is what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking essentially have a... Oh, they're really big, aren't they? Really big boys. Requesters. Because if this is just making regular transport belts, and then this is making reds, and then this is making 2, 3. This is making blues. 2, 3. And then this is making greens. And then this is making purples. Then I can pass them through in a track chain, basically. And then I can either belt in the extra. What does that look like ratio-wise? Yeah, so we've got half an extra machine. For the yellows. And then I'm thinking I pass those. Maybe I do it with a chest to give me a bit more room. But I pass those to those undergrounds. And then there's a chain of them. Because the red undergrounds require reds. Like that. Blue, yeah, blue require blue. It's going to be a bit unbalanced, but I might be able to speed it up. And then we have the, oops, on the side here. And this is the splitter. So I think I need to move it over a bit. It's my first realization. Because these are going to be much lower volume. So the fact that, you know, it'll rob. Because that's not enough, you know, that won't actually produce those. You know, they'd be going to the left and the right most of the time. Well, that is slightly under, isn't it? 0.9. Oh, that's... What? That's a bit weird. Oh, -9 machines. Wow. Oh, it's because it needs... That needs 1. No. Oh, that needs green rather than... Okay. So that doesn't matter. I thought that was purple belt though. Oh, I see. So that one doesn't need belt to upgrade it. It's just items. Okay. So yeah, I think I need to move this over. So about there maybe. Okay. So I can just put a... Maybe I should make it a buffer or something. Because I'm going to need to recycle a lot of the yellow belt. I mean, I'm not going to use yellow belt. Will I keep red belt? So let's have a look at that one. Yeah, so it's slightly down by a machine. But I could stick in a load of... Can you put prods in these? No, it doesn't affect any recipe conditionals. So it's ever so slightly down if I do that. And then you don't need belts, do you? No, okay. Yeah, so maybe if I can put speeds in there. Okay, so it's still short, but it's not far off if I do that. I bet it'd be okay if I level 3 modules. So is that still way off? So it's still, I mean, that's even shorter. Okay. That's fine. I probably won't upgrade anything to purple. Right, so we can probably feed these basic ones in by belt. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm wondering how I can recycle them, is what I'm thinking. So I can have this requesting yellows. Oh, but then it's going to start pinching them from the other system, isn't it, if I do that? Oh, we'll deal with that when I come to it. So this is the only one. In fact, let's make that a requester as well. So it also needs iron beams. And that needs iron gear wheels. Okay. What do you... Oh, you need iron gear wheels as well. Okay. Let's have a look, see. Because it looks like all of these require... Oh, it also needs other stuff. Okay. Right. Yeah, so this is just the purple like upgraded. So I guess it should be one of them. Because these are always just the previous level, apart from that one, plus the new level of belt. But these are not. These don't require the belt, apart from the first one. These require other stuff. Okay. So, but in fact, I guess these don't need to be. I don't need to make yellow belt at all, really. Right. So let's start to get some power in so it doesn't stop flashing and driving me nuts. Effective, I'll put that there. Power everything. Okay. Are they coming? I guess they're coming. Okay, now I think we'll try and belt feed these because that's gears. Yeah, okay, so if we feed, and do you need AI cores? No, you don't. So if we try and get gears coming up here, like that. He says he's not going to use yellow belts, and then he uses yellow belts. Genius. But these don't need any, these need iron beams, so we could bring iron beams up here. Wait, Are iron beams on the bus? I don't think they are. I think I'm making them locally. No, I didn't make them. So we need a production for iron beams. They're probably somewhere in the logistics network, but I'm not sure where. So if this is iron beams, does that balance? No. Yeah, not far off. So I need iron, because they're made of iron plate, aren't they? And this needs iron plate as well. And that needs gear wheels. Okay. So maybe I should move that over. Bring iron plate up there. No. Because we're going to feed that directly in. Probably need stacks. I was going to bring the green circuits up here, but doesn't this need green? Yeah, that needs green circuits. The others I'm going to feed via bot, but so it might actually be better if, because that doesn't need green circuits now. So if that is there, I can have that there. Feeding iron, oops, plate up. That's getting them. That's getting them. Oops. Excuse me, we'll use logic to limit this. So don't want this to do anything unless there's less than 200 in the thing. I'm only requesting 100, so let's double that up. Like that. Oh, that's a point. I've not actually got gear wheels on the bus either. So we could have that be there. I mean, they're being inserted somewhere, basically. Put that there. I bet none of that's anywhere near enough. No, 13.5 machines short. So we could try some of these singularity beacons as well. There we go. Why don't I put one of them? Okay, so they're 2x2 then. Okay, does it have more? No, it doesn't have more slots. Oh, distribution efficiency 0.75 as well. Okay, because that's only 0.5 for the regulars, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so they're more effective. I bet they're massively more power hungry. So I wonder if I can get these to be somewhere near what they need to be. Well, that's not far off, is it? Still quite short, but I could certainly put another one in. Oh. They're quite cool. I quite like the little animation. It's not too over the top. But yeah, we can put, make that be in there. So neither of those are eating quick enough. Yeah, so they're eating an entire yellow. Oh, wow. I say it all needs upgrading. That's sort of the thing, essentially. But we'll assume. Oh, have I? Oh yeah, there's. I'm not making superior inserters either. Okay, so this is like this. It doesn't have enough iron plate. Why not? Oh, because it shouldn't even be running. Why are you running? I guess because that keeps going below 200. So if I put it as 300. Because the bots aren't quick enough, essentially. Oh, these will be... Oh, yeah, okay. That was done. So, I need... no, I don't. This needs to be requester anyway. They'll all get recycled. It's all right. So that needs to be a requester anyway. We need to set a logic filter on that one. That one. Oops, I've just taken it off. Brilliant. Oh, that one. Then we'll have some for these. For some reason we don't appear to have inserters on them. I'll probably double connect these so that they're on both the general logistics thing as well as the local, thing stopping it. So everyone's got a connection there. Okay. I also need to do them, don't I? Well, I could just hard limit the chest for them. I guess they should really be requesters as well. I mean, I'm not taking everything up to purple. Or this is probably actually where I should be using buffers. Thinking about it. Yeah, that would make more sense. Because then I can both request and store. Okay. We can hard limit all of these just to one stack. Rather than messing about with that. Like so. That's the... So we need to request in... So let's make it 300 in all of those. So this is greens. Purples. Okay, so this we want, I don't know, 500 purples, I guess. So I need to, oh, I've lost the wire for some reason. So this is the greens. So we need both to stop if that and if there are generally 500 available. Cool. This is the blues. I've set those to 500 and then only requested 300 in, so it should be like 600 or something. No, it should be 500, shouldn't it? So this was greens, 500 there. There. This is blues. 500 of them. And 500 general. Cool. Then this is reds. And you need to stop if there are less than 300. We'll make sure this is, because there is quite a lot of red bell. So this is if the bots haven't got anything type situation. But that's 500 already. Let's make that 300 then to be consistent. Can I do that there? Because that's a requester. Yeah, I'm not... I say I'm going to try and avoid using yellow once this is up and running. So this needs to... If that's making yellow splitters, we'll set that, say, 200... 200... Oops. 200. And then set the actual request to 300. And same for these. What did I do with this? I didn't do anything. So this needs to be... Did I say it's 200? 200 here. Probably doesn't make a lot of sense what I'm doing here, but hopefully you can vaguely follow it. Okay, I didn't hard limit them. It's obviously not making any because it needs them. Do we want to hook that in? I'll take that risk. Can't even get them fast. Again, I should be using loaders, but I'm not using them. In fact, why don't I switch that to loaders? Because, oh no, he needs gears as well. So it's just, it's almost like instinctive for me to just sort of reach for inserters rather than loaders. So they can't even put them out fast enough. So maybe I really should be doing a loader. Why have you stopped? You stopped because you've got nothing in there. That one also needs green circuits. So this is where we can start requesting in extra stuff. Because I'm not fussed if these are slow, particularly. Oops. So it wants green circuits. But what we also need is to make sure this has... I think put these on all of these on 200, I think. But yeah, 200. Cool, and then wait. That's not red, that's green. Nowhere near green. Carried away. What carried away? So that's red. And this is red too. See, I haven't even set up the loaders. Just keep forgetting about it. Undergrounds. 200. You want to be 200. That's capped. Have I capped all of them already? I have. Right, so this then is the blues. So you need to stop if there are 200. Is it greens? No, this is blues as well. It's blue belt, which I've done 500, done all of them already. The greens then, 200. So I'm basically trying to ensure that if there's some in the system, it's checking the system, but specifically this chest as well, it's checking this chest. It's a bit belt and braces in that it's sort of redundant, but these operate slightly differently to the yellow chests. In that, with the yellow chests, the bots will put it in if you've just set the filter, and they sort of won't. They'll just fill it up, you know. They'll try and put all of them basically into that thing. Whereas with the buffers, it'll only put a certain number in. So I kind of want it to make sure that there's some in there, in that box. But it kind of won't do that. So steel gear wheels and lube. Okay. Lube. Okay. So if we put a thing there, lube is on my fluid bus, all the way down the bottom somewhere. So we put that there. If actually, because those are already set though, aren't they? Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so let's connect the lube up. Okay. Power pole's in the way. Let's avoid the power. Oh, okay. So in theory, it's making blue belt. The theory has not been proved by practice because I've forgotten to put the blooming steel gear wheels on. This is going to be horribly inefficient, isn't it? Oh well. Steel gear wheels, 200. Let's make it 500. How many in each one? 4. Crikey. 4? I mean, there's no way we're delivering 4. I mean, it's 8 per second we would need to do to deliver them at rate. In fact, I struggle to make them. I don't suppose, yeah, that needs steel gear wheels. Do these need, oh, these do as well. So it might be worth just putting a couple of steel gear wheel machines here. Or here even. You know, plop them on the side, effectively. Maybe put them next to each other like that. And then these guys can make steel gear wheels. You know, boosted up. And I can bring... I'll try and remember to use loaders. Let's try and use loaders. And then... Is the belt coming in? Oops. And then... Oh, that's in the way. So if I put this off... Yeah. Oops. Oh, that's going that way anyway. Okay. I've got lots of sort of backward belts on the bus. It's something I do quite a lot, and I know it's a bit weird and a bit confusing. So it's just sort of something I do, really. Right. So, keep that around there. That around there. Force that there. So it's yet another one that needs upgrading. So it all just needs... Just think of this in terms of what the belts will eventually be. But I think that's too fast in terms of fast belt, isn't it? Yeah, so each one of those would actually use like 1.5 fast belts. So it's sort of a bit daft putting them in, because it's just way more than it could ever supply. Why is nothing coming up here? Oh, it isn't it? Okay. In fact, probably better putting some prods in and slowing it down. 0.4 fast belts, that's fine, I think. Maybe just the one speedy. In fact, did I put prods in any of these? Might be a bit better than a million things. Okay, so switch that on. So then if I'm coming out of these machines, I want to feed them to which ones? All of these need steel. So I want can I get that? No. No, you're not going to let me do that. So put some up there. And then we can... How am I going to do that? If I do that... So I don't know, does uses there, which I think actually is probably a better idea. I always use the fish, but that's like, because it looks like a stop, well, almost like a stop sign. So I'm going to try starting using that. Right, and then these in here. Now that also needs electronic components. How many? What? 4 of them as well. What do you need? You need red circuits. And you need blue circuits. Does this need... That doesn't need... That needs rare metals, though. That's literally the only one that needs rare metals. Okay. That's a bit weird, isn't it? So if we get some rare metals in... I could grab them via belt, I think. How would I get them in? I guess if I feed it up the side. What does this need as well? That's red circuits, but that's components. That's like 4, isn't it? That's only 1 rare metal and 1 advanced circuit. Okay. So I think if I bring electronic components up, does that reach? No, of course it doesn't reach. Of course not. Of course not. Again, why am I doing it like that and not using a blooming one of them boys? Right. So we need rare metals, which are here. Okay. So this would be here. Oops. Like that. Pop that across there. Cool. So that will be rare metals. No. Oh, I've hooked up rare metals and I meant to do circuit components. Right. Well done. Right. So this should be this one. These guys. Let's go and clear these off. So that'll bring in electronic components. I mean, there's no way they're going to feed that fast enough, is there? So I think probably better off just double doing that. And I bet you need even more of them as well. So, rare metals and advanced circuits, but it needs like a lot fewer of them. So I think we'll just request them in. And we're kind of into the territory of stuff where I don't know that I'm going to be making a lot. Why has it not made a single? It has. But for some... Oh, okay. I didn't set any of these, did I? So the blue less than... Oh, wrong one. Splitter. Blue splitters less than 200. Both here. And... in the system generally. Okay. Have I already done that here? I have. So this would be greens. 200. Splitters 200. This is purples. And this is limited to purple. 200. Sorry, I'm getting wrapped up in this. I don't know if there's anyone there, but I'm not really explaining it very well. Basically, I'm setting sort of logic and, you know, conditions on the chests basically to try and cap everything off, because these are really expensive, and the amount that I'll actually use, I'm kind of, you know, I mean, maybe we may even never use the green and purple, but I suspect in order to do ECUs at the sort of volumes I'm probably going to need, I'll probably need purple belt. That's my limited thinking on the matter. So that's what I'm trying to do. So we need this to pull up red circuits. I mean, they're on the bus as well. Because this is rare metal. What I'm wondering, because up to, you know, the blues, I think, you know, certainly I'm going to make plenty of them. Or need plenty of them. That's like the next logical upgrade. In fact, this could probably be higher, I think, because we kind of need to go to red and blue no matter what. So if I make that 1,000 and that 1,000. See, green, but you're not doing anything. Oh, because they're low. Wow, there's no lube at all. Okay. I'll say I think probably setting these to 1,000. Yeah, I don't need it to make them. Unless there's less than that, though. Yeah, okay. But these, I think, are going to be like specialist items. You know, for the case of like ECUs or something where. But I'm tempted to bring the rare metals and reds up. We've not made a single one of them. Why not? Because we've not made one of them. Okay. No, let's just request them in. And if it turns out I need to make 1,000,000 of them, then I can sort that out. So we want intermediates. We want to say a stack of them. A stack of rare metals, which are well. Can't see them. Being blind. Where the heck are the rare metals? Because that's the enriched. Oh, there. It's because I'm looking downwards. Because I assumed it was below it. Okay. Yeah, so you're going to request in there. And these two just need immersium gears. Oh, and low density strike. You see, they're bonkers expensive. But we'll make a few. Almost on principle, I guess. Immersium gears as well. What else? Low density structures. I'm not actually sure I'm putting them in a chest. Oh, yeah, looks like I am. And this is still waiting on them. They're both incoming. Okay. So we need to go and see why lubricant is completely tapped out. But we're actually coming up to when I'm about to end, I think, because I actually usually only stream for about 3 hours. Other way around. No, that's right. And it is coming up to 3 hours since I started. So I actually started this a bit later because I was trying to watch the qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, which got quite badly delayed because of an incident this morning and a red flag. So I normally stream at 3 o'clock. British summertime as we're now on. So yeah, it's just no lube whatsoever. Is that because I robbed all of that heavy oil out of the thing earlier on? Have I been an idiot? Yeah, so it's normally start at 3 o'clock, Saturday and Sunday. I'll pop my schedule up at the end. I just need to work out what's going on here. So, well, there's loads of heavy oil. Okay. Where's lube being made? Lube's being made here. What? Oh, is it just a pathetic production volume? Looks like it's a pathetic production volume. Okay. Let's try some more of these singularity beacons. Pop that there. I guess I could just run it down the side, couldn't I? Maybe I should put a pump in. I'm going to do it like that. Yeah. Copy that one. Them in. Copy this up as a unit. Oh, they don't tile, do they? Because it's 2. Okay. How are we doing? I just slapped them in without looking at it at all. So 102, I can never remember what the rate is on the pipes. Because it's like 100, isn't it? Or, no, it's 1200 or something. Oh, it doesn't tell you, does it? Yeah, that's nowhere near enough. Okay, let's double that up again then. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, I've not connected those. Okay, it's at least getting something into the pipe. Cool. Okay. Do, do, do. Yeah, it's backing up in the pipe. Cool. There we go. So these guys are still suffering from a lack of the bright pink ones, bright pink tech cards, which I assume is still an ECU problem, which I assume is a battery problem still. Oh, some of these aren't even running. Got no lithium at all. So we've got a lithium problem still. Of course, I missed off a few modules. But we're actually not even producing enough of this lithium sand. So we could at least add some modules in there. But yeah, let's have a look at the numbers on this. Okay, so is it actually... Oh, there's no chlorine at all, is there? Well, this is why I added the stone. Oh, there's chlorine there. Oh, the first one's eating all the chlorine, isn't it? Let's have a look at this whole system. See if it'll do something sensible. So according to that, everything's positive. So why is it not actually working properly? That's stuffed with chlorine there. That's the hydrogen chloride. So why is that not getting down there? Because that's the chlorine coming in. Wait. Why is that going the other way? What? Oh, of course it's a recycling thing, isn't it? Because it... Wait. So this takes in, yeah, lithium chloride and water, and it pumps out chloride. So I would expect that to be empty. Why are you not running? You are. Everyone is running here. Okay. It's just not enough, basically. So if I grab that part of it as well. Yeah, so I'm 6. Yeah, 6 down, basically. I'm lacking lithium by 6 machines. So I would need to add 6 more here. Or swap out some beacons. Okay. We didn't mess about with antimatter, did we? I thought we might be able to do that as well. Oh well. We'll do that next week. I guess. If I just upgrade you. And then we could... I think we'll use regular beacons for this. If I speed these up. Oh. By a bit. Will that even reach? Yeah, that reaches. Well, that's in the way. Okay. I'll have to power it anyway, so... Okay. Pop these in here. That was dumb, because I might need to extend that belt. Okay. If in doubt, more bacon. If in doubt, more bacon. Cool. So hopefully they'll fill all of that out. Once it's done, we can... thanks for checking. I'll be catching myself some Pokemon. Ideal weather for that. Enjoy your Pokemon catching. Hey, Mark, thanks for joining me. As I say, I'm going to be knocking off in a bit anyway. So thanks for everyone and anyone who's hung around after the raid. Again, thanks to Gentleman Scientist for the raid. Very much appreciated. So it's sort of backing up on the belt now. So it's technically ever so slightly down there, but does this solve... Do it from there. Does this solve the problem here? Nearly. So we've got net machines of 6 for the lithium now. So we can increase the amount of batteries. Bet we run out of sulfuric acid then. Because they're not producing a lot of that. Yeah, so it's kind of this is what I need to do next, basically, sort of chase gaps, but I also need to upgrade everything. Have we made? We've made purple items. We've made... Oh. If we've made green ones, they've been turned into purple ones. Okay. Okay. Because it's just not getting those rare earths. I'm sort of wondering if they're actually in the system. Or whether it's just grabbed half a dozen. Because this is the rare earths here. And they come in. So I'm not putting in a belt there. They're coming all the way down here. Ah, yeah. So they are going in one thing there. It'd be better to bring them over by a belt, I guess. But do I care? As I say, I don't know if I'm going to use that many greens. Blues, yeah, you know. Greens, not so sure. Yeah, I mean, steel needs boosting up. Look at that. It's all a bit pathetic. Cool. Okay, so that's it. That's it for me for today, I think. I'll be back tomorrow at my usual time of 3 o'clock. British summer time. There's a converter on my channel. If you wanted to watch that stream and say hello again. Let's reschedule. There we go. So this is me. Basically, I stream weekends. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And Friday and Monday at the moment are the Satisfactory stream, as I mentioned. At the moment I'm building a concrete factory, and I'm building it out across a lake. because I've tried to. I went off a bit. Went off the game a bit when I realised how big the scale was. Uh, See you later, Quetch. Thanks for joining me as well. Um, but I've sort of got into the aesthetic side of the building in Satisfactory, but without blueprinting of any shape or form, it's all a bit tedious. You've got to lay down hundreds of machines with no other choice but to do it manually. So it's taking quite a while, but I'm enjoying it. But I say I'm not it's not going quickly. Let's put it that way. But no, I'm virtually finished. And also it'll be my last stream before they launch Update 6. Update 6 comes in on Tuesday. I think I've got that right. The 14th. So I don't think I'm going to prep for it. I'll just see how the cards fall, basically. But next weekend we'll be tackling Update 6 and all the changes that makes, and hopefully switching on nuclear power as a result. That'll be good. Tomorrow's Saturday and Sunday are always Factorio, except that tomorrow I'm going to give Sweet Transit a go. So I've played through the tutorial. I'll probably replay the tutorial on stream just to show people how close it is to, because it's basically Factorio trains meets Anno. Essentially, that's essentially what it is. But we'll maybe do a bit of the map just to sort of play about with it. I'm not anticipating playing that for long, maybe half an hour or something. And then we'll be back to Factorio, and we will be doing my blueprint series. We are very close to. I'm very close to finishing my standardized set of blueprints, and then we'll be into testing it. But there's plenty to do tomorrow. We won't be starting to test tomorrow. And to catch up with me generally, so if you're watching this on a VOD, then you can find me there at Trismegistus, Twitch address there. However, if you're watching the VODs, or if you're watching live, or you're just catching this randomly, you can find any of my streaming series. So my Spoon Run, my Megabase series, my Dice programs playthroughs, 2 of them, Satisfactory, all of my series, all of my VODs are on my YouTube channel, which is also Trismegistus, but it's alias to Triggles for that exact reason that I think that's a bit easier to say. Rocket is launching and deafening me. So as I say, that's where you can find those if you want to check that out. Also, Twitter's the same, Trismegistus or Triggles. I just basically post when I'm going live, essentially. That's all I really do. If you wanted to play multiplayer with me, or eventually when I get community servers set up and stuff, for any of the games that I usually play, Factorio, Satisfactory, Dice program, then I have a Discord, and you're welcome to join that Discord. It's not particularly active otherwise. I'm going to try and start posting some pictures in it, maybe, to encourage people to, do the same of the factories and stuff like that, particularly when the Satisfactory ones get done. But yeah, I mean, my Aesthetic Factorio series as well is quite a good one for taking screen captures of. But yeah, so that's the Discord there if you wanted to join that, but no worries if you do not. So yeah, so that's it for me for today. I'm absolutely starving, so I'll dive off. If you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.